How are you, champ?
Good morning. How you doing?
Great, man. Thank you so much for being on time, man. You're not Mexican. You're on time.
Thank you. Thank you.
How you doing, Biaggio?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
Great, man. Thank you so much for being with us. And man, I see that you're so hungry to become a champ and win $1 million.
Yeah. In due time.
Yeah, and you getting ready for this fight, April 7, I believe, in Vegas.
Yeah. Right now we're getting ready. I'm actually at my gym right now, so I'm gonna do a little pad work today. But yeah, we're just cutting weight, water loading, and just getting ready.
Man, brother, so you start, playing football in Vegas in high school. Comenzó él a jugar fútbol americano, and now you are doing this, brother. How do you translate that?
Yeah, right. My parents always say, I wish you guys would just play golf. But yeah, I played football in high school. I played football in college too, but I didn't really have that much playing time. It was kind of a political situation going on, so I transferred back home to play for UNLV, and things just kind of weren't working out with football. So I started training here at Extreme Couture just to initially stay in shape, and I ended up just falling in love with it. And I told myself, I'm gonna just take this serious instead of just regretting later on in life. So
Biaggio, él comenzó a jugar fútbol americano, entonces se jugó en la high school, en el colegio, y después hubo una situación donde no lo metían por la política, porque siempre pasa esa política. And everybody's saying that Lucy, Larry, can't wait to see you April 7. So everybody wants to see you now.
I'm excited. I'm excited to put on a show. That's the point of being a good fighter too, is being entertaining. So I'm here to entertain you guys, put on a great show and get the win.
My brother, Joy producers, hi there. Can't wait to watch you. You got everything from your grandfather.
Yeah, I'm he's a huge inspiration to me. He's a big influence to not just me, but a lot of people. So,
Yes.
I try to take certain things that he does, especially outside of the ring, and apply it to myself in my life.
Bueno, estamos hablando, señores, con un gran peleador, un joven peleador, pero también él fue modelo también. So you were a model too.
Yeah, I did a couple shoots. My first actual campaign was Versace. I got super lucky to get a campaign with them. I went over to Milan for that, and that was pretty awesome. It was pretty cool. I don't do it as much anymore, though. Most of my time is training and just getting ready to fight and stuff. So.
Bueno, también fue modelo él y dice que ya no lo hace continuamente ahora, pero sí fue pues hasta Italia. And I just want to ask you this, champ. Why did you choose MMA versus boxing?
I started watching the sport my freshman year of high school. That's when I started watching the UFC, and that was when Conor was coming up and John Jones was still doing his thing, and I just fell in love with the idea that there's multiple martial arts that could play a part in a fight. I just initially fell in love with that idea, and when I was done playing football, my friend was training here at Extreme Couture, and I went straight to an MMA gym. I never really thought boxing, but I just fell in love with the concept that there's multiple martial arts that could play a part in a fight, and I really like that idea. I don't want to just punch someone. I want to be able to kick somebody or take someone down or submit someone. So that's the beauty in MMA that I fell in love with.
So you want to use all the elements that you have in body to really knock him down, your opponent.
Yeah, there's many different tools you can use in MMA. So I just really fell in love with that idea.
Well, as a 5-year-old daughter is in MMA, échale ganas, great sport, TLC2, TPA. That's what, they're saying to you. It's amazing. Estamos hablando con pues él es el nieto de Muhammad Ali y ahora ya estará peleando el 7 de abril aquí en Las Vegas, Nevada. And so you fall in love more with MMA instead of boxing. What about your dad and your mom? When you went to your dad and your mom, Biaggio, and you told them, you know what, I want to become a fighter, but it's not going to be on the boxing side. What did they say to you?
Initially they were kind of like, wow, you're going to go from football to an even more dangerous sport. But, I'm super grateful to have the parents that I have because they're very supportive of me and my brother. Anything that I do, they know I'm going to set my mind to it and I'm going to work to better myself in anything that I do. And they're very supportive of that. So when I told them, like, I'm going to do this, like, I'm going to take it serious, and they saw that I was taking it serious. I was going to the gym consistently, and I was staying consistent with myself. They were just very supportive of it, and I'm super grateful that they are, because it helps push me to better myself each and every day. So.
No, pues dice que cuando fue con sus padres, ¿verdad? Para decirle que iba a estar peleando en las artes marciales, pues ahí fue donde pues recibió el apoyo. Sin embargo, dijo, ¿cómo vas a cambiar del equipo de fútbol americano, que también es agresivo, ahora a pelear en las artes marciales? P. González, knock Piolin out. No, why me? I can become a pro. Why me? So what do you do before the fight? Do you do something specific?
Yeah, so fight week's usually kind of like the most grueling week because you got to cut weight. Starting on Mondays, so I'm cutting to 55. I usually walk around at 75, so I got to cut 20 pounds leading up to the fight to make weight. Mondays is usually when I cut my carbs and sodium and I start water loading like 2 gallons a day. And light training this week, water loading, cutting weight is basically like the main priority of this week. I weigh in Thursday morning, so Wednesday night I'm going to sweat a lot and be able to cut the rest that Thursday morning before weigh-ins. But yeah, this week is pretty much that and light mitts or light heavy bag.
Is that the biggest challenge for you, Biaggio, to cut weight?
It's actually not that bad. This is my 3rd fight at 55, so I'm kind of used to cutting all the way down to that weight. There's a science to cutting weight too, so
tell me what it's about, because I need to cut weight.
yeah, there's a science to it for sure. You gotta water load, and then the weight you're cutting is a lot of water weight. So there's a science to it. When you cut carbs and sodium, you gotta eat healthy fats because carbs is something that your body needs to burn in order to get through a workout. So those healthy fats actually replace those carbs. And like avocados, I eat a lot of avocados right now, and eggs, because they don't retain water. Carbs and sodium all retain water. So there's a science to it, but I'm definitely used to it, and I'm actually ahead of schedule right now as far as my weight.
Wow, let me translate like that, because that's a really good a message, and because, man, a lot of people want to cut weight even though we're not fighters. Dice que hay que cortar, para quitar peso, para quitarte el peso hay que comer aguacate y huevos. Do you eat, just the egg whites or the whole egg?
I'll scramble the eggs. I know egg whites are a lot healthier, but eggs is protein and they don't hold water, so I could eat the whole egg. I'll make like 3 eggs, scramble them on the stove and add some avocado, and then that's pretty much all I'm eating right now.
And drinking a lot of water. How many gallons of water do you drink per day?
2 right now. So yesterday I drank 2. Today I plan on drinking another 2, and then Wednesday I'm only drinking like 1 liter or 2 liters, and then by 5 p.m. that's when I stop drinking water, stop eating completely, and start sweating so that I'm ready to make weight on Thursday morning.
So that's a great advice for everybody who wants to cut, weight.
Yeah, right.
Thank you for sharing.
It works.
So we're gonna start doing that today. Thank you, Biaggio, for taking the time to talk to us. And a lot of people is just waiting for you to see you on April 7th. And do you eat Mexican food?
Mexican food is actually my favorite kind of food. It's my go-to kind of food.
What kind of Mexican food do you eat?
There's a Mexican grill here in Vegas called Zava's, and I go there and I get the same burrito every single time.
Do they know you?
Oh, they know me. I have a reward signed up and everything.
That's amazing. That's amazing to see. How they how you like the burrito. And do you put what do you put on in the burrito?
Yeah, so I get a flour burrito. I get brown rice. I get double steak, carne asadas. I get onions. I get some mild sauce, chipotle ranch, cheese, corn, and lettuce.
Man, you're a chef now too.
Yeah, right.
So tell me, do you know any words in Spanish?
I don't. I actually wish that I knew Spanish.
But come on, going to high school in Vegas, I'm sure you spend a lot of time with a lot of Latinos.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually did in Berkeley, because I went to Cal Berkeley for a couple of years, and I had a lot of Latino friends out there. But I wanted to learn Italian, and I heard that if you learn Spanish first, it's a lot easier to learn Italian. But I didn't know Spanish first, so it was hard for me to learn Italian. But I do want to eventually learn how to speak Spanish.
So now that we know each other, we're gonna help each other. You're gonna show me how to lose weight, and then I'm gonna teach you Spanish.
Yes.
But do you know Brandon Moreno?
I don't know him, but I'm a fan of him.
Oh yeah. So why you like Brandon Moreno?
For me, the reason why I like him is his personality, and then fighting next. He seems like such a cool, down-to-earth guy. He seems like your everyday nice person that you'd come across, but he's a champion, So I think his personality is what drew me to him, but also his skills and what he can do in the cage is unbelievable and some of the best in the world.
But that's exactly what I saw from you. Some of the interviews that I checked before talking to you, Biaggio, that you are so humble, man. That it's amazing to see you, that you're like that, inside the gym, outside the gym. And that's exactly the way you are. So I'm sure a lot of people, man, they can see the same thing. And thank you so much for being such a humble. And tell me, brother, what do you do like every day to prepare mentally, physically, to really reach your goals every day?
Yeah. Prayer to me is so strong. It's so important. And meditation too. I do a lot of meditating. I do a lot of praying. I do a lot of self-talk, because in a sport like this, you gotta have that self-belief. So I do a lot of this stuff every single day, multiple times a day, in order to get my mind mentally prepared and truly believe. And with the consistency of that, you start to actually believe. And I believe that I'm at a point where I believe in myself enough to know that I can conquer anything I want if I set my mind to it. So prayer and meditation to me are the strongest things you can do.
Yeah, that's exactly what we have a phrase that we always mention on the radio, why we came to the United States, and we answer to triumph. So what do you tell to yourself every day?
What was that? I'm sorry.
What do you tell to yourself every day?
Oh, there's multiple things I tell myself. I tell myself that I'm. There's a phrase that I always say is I say that I'm a calm, calculated, fearless risk taker. That sentence is something that I repeat to myself over and over and over again. And I have a job, a part-time job. I work security at one of the nightclubs here. So I take advantage of that time sometimes when I'm where I'm posted at a location where I could just talk to myself. I'll just talk to myself all night. But that sentence I just told you is something that I repeat to myself over and over and over again.
Oh, that's amazing. So you work as a security guy on a night in, in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So what happens if you need to fight? Can you do that, being a professional fighter?
I can't unless I have to defend myself. You know, my goal is to de-escalate. You know, I'm not looking to fight when I'm on work because I don't want to lose my job. But yeah, my job is to de-escalate the situation and just take care of people and help people out.
Entonces, él dice que no puede pelear, ¿verdad? Al menos que tenga que defender, porque él es security de una enclave en Las Vegas, a pesar de que es un profesional. And JG Goals Man 29 says, if God's with me, can't nobody beat me.
He's absolutely right.
That's amazing. And how do you select? You know, you should be so young. You can be a model for other young adults. How, Biaggio, do you select your friends? You know, your friends, and really, you know, take advantage of the time, because time, it's a blessing, you know, that you have in front. And some of the kids sometimes they go away instead of focusing on with the right friends every day and really taking the time and advantage. You know, how do you do that?
Yeah. So me and my brother, we kind of have the same friend group. We're very, very selective of who we call our friends and who are our actual really close friends. These are friends that we've had since middle school. You know, we've always stuck with the same small group of friends. And I've made more friends at the gym too. You know, a lot of my training partners and teammates have become really close friends with me since I've been training. So I think just being aware of who you're hanging out with and being aware of who your circle is means a lot, because, you know, you are who you hang around with. So me and my brother are both very, very specific and picky with who we choose as friends, but we're not really like choosing who our friends are anymore, because we have the same friends since we were little kids. So loyalty too is a big thing. You know, we've always been loyal to our closest friends, you know, our neighborhood friends, people we grew up with in our childhood. It's very, very, I think, important to acknowledge and see and be aware of who you surround yourself with.
Yeah, the way you act now, you are more like your dad or like your mom?
I would say I'm a kind of a hybrid of both. You know, in certain ways I'm like my dad, and in other, in social ways I think I'm like my mom, because my mom's very extrovert, and she's very social. She's easy to talk to and easy to make friends. I think that side I get from my mom. My dad's side I kind of get the seriousness.
So your dad is more serious. Your
a
dad
little bit.
So your dad is, you can say that your dad is more disciplined?
I'd say they're both disciplined, but my dad's kind of like the I don't play any games kind of guy, you know. So I think that I get that from him.
So that's a great mix, you know, your mom and
Yeah.
you know, they have a great balance.
Yes,
on the marriage and parenting too.
Definitely.
So what do you do? How do you do, you know, to control, you know, the time with the phone and social media? Because some of the fighters, some of the young adults, they lose their minds spending so much time on the social media and that's using the cell phone.
Yeah. I plan on kind of cutting it out sometime Thursday evening, just to be more focused on the fight. Obviously social media can be a little distracting and whatnot, but I think I think awareness is just so important. You got to be aware. Like, if you feel like you are on social media too much, then you probably are. If you feel like you aren't, then you probably don't think you are, you know? So if you think that you are using social media too much and it's a little bit distracting, then chances are that it actually is. But yeah, sometime Thursday I plan on kind of cutting it off and then just focusing on the fight and having no distractions and just getting ready mentally.
Biaggio, it's been a pleasure, man, and a blessing talking to you about life, about the distractions, about how to focus on your goals. Thank you so much for spending the time with us because, man, that's what we need too. You know, we need people like you that you're a model and you can tell us, you know, what else can we do to become successful in life and do the right thing and make a difference and be the light where there's darkness.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You know, I'm still learning. I'm still young. I'm a baby in this game. So I'm always going to be learning. I'm always going to be the student, especially in this sport. And, you know, that the goal is to help people out, you know, so because a lot of people have helped me out.
And that's exactly what you want to become, you know, helping us.
My ultimate goal is to be a humanitarian and help people.
Great job, man. Thank you so much for spending the time. We wish you the best. May God, you know, give you the armor of God, and may God give you the wisdom to win this Friday, April 7th, my brother.
Thank you so much.
Take care. Have a blessed day. Keep training hard. Keep drinking the water, the gallon of water.
Yeah, I'm already on it.
We always spend money on that.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Blessings to you and your family and your team.
Thank you.